the whole thing before we even,
Yep.
who wrote that, you?
Nope, the attorneys. It's been sitting in the attorney's hands for a better part of the summer.
You know, the little that I've read, I wonder if we need all that.
Absolutely, you do this day and age, and there's some things you actually have to put out according to the law as well. It's definitely.
What document are you referring to?
Updating the personnel policy for the town of Lebanon.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Would it include an updated ethics policy by any chance? Because you know we've all been waiting for that.
Yeah. It touches on it, but not in the manner that a separate policy would. But it deals with a lot of it's from the same, you know. Obviously, been redlined to what the attorneys suggested to change. Equal opportunity employer, you need to address that nowadays. Types of appointments, you know, the number of hours that's addressed as far as full-time equivalency. With your Affordable Care Act nowadays, you need to keep track of that.
Job description and what's...
Not in this, because this is your general for the governing every employee of the town.
Okay.
Employee conduct and discipline, attendance, you know, confidentiality and conflicts of interest, work week overtime addresses that. Addresses performance evaluations, safety issues, drugs and alcohol and smoking on the premises.
Oh boy, there's a scary one.
Off-duty misconduct. It addresses the holidays.
What is that, what are they suggesting with off-duty misconduct?
What's in there written right now is all employees as defined by Maine law are considered to be representatives of the town and the community. Accordingly, the town expects employees to conduct themselves both on and off the job in a responsible manner. Significant off-the-job misconduct, including but not limited to fraud, theft, drug dealing, illegal drug use, illegal gambling and/or violence or criminal behavior, may result in employee discipline and/or termination if warranted.
Okay, but quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the covering our backside with a if warranted.
Yeah.
I think everything on there, if you're caught doing this once, is probably reasonable. Pretty reasonable. But identifies vacation, personal and sick days. Goes into quite a lot of detail. They did a good job. The FMLA, you know, Family Medical Leave Act, is better defined in here. Yep.
What did you say? What was it? The family?
Family Medical Leave Act.
Okay, that include pregnancies after?
Yep.
Oh,
According to the
so
law.
what is
Yep.
the what are you said that's like a new edition or a changed edition?
It's clearer.
Clear?
It was in there before. I mean,
Do
obviously.
dads get time off for new babies in ours?
Be
Or-
according to
Do they?
the law.
Actually?
Well, no, really, I'm really
You'd
serious.
have to look it up in the law. We're not going to define it out here as much
Oh,
as
it-
reference you back to follow the law.
Oh, so it's not part of our personnel policy whether or not they get time off for new children?
Not broke down because it's going to be according to whatever the state law is.
Okay, thank you. Can we get a copy of that to look over after you decide?
Oh, absolutely. It's a public document.
Thank you. I'd like to have a
I'd
copy.
like to have one too.
Did you have a chance to look it over at all, or what's your thoughts?
Not much time.
Okay.
Does it include civil disobedience?
I don't think so.
Well, that's employee conduct. I mean, is that included in there or not? Serious?
No, it's a good question. I didn't think of that
Well,
one.
if they go to a rally and
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
you know, is that going to reflect negatively on their position? I hope not.
To me, it's still a pretty gray area that they had written there. Like I say, it's all up for discussion. You know, that's where we're at. This is just a proposal.
A hint at Sandy's past peeks out from
Yeah.
between the pages of the personnel policy.
Still there, my friend. Oh, but there. Still walk the line.
question, a little bit off center here. When I had, what the heck is it called? Anyway, it's what you pay for town taxes twice a year, okay? And this time that I got it, it was up, I don't know, $125 for it's just 2 quarters, okay? Is this normal that it's gonna jump up like that all the time? It's stated that it's gonna be doing it, the next one here, in 6 more months,
Your taxes going up, it depends on what the people approve for spending, when you vote. It's all based off what's being spent.
That's next year.
I think
no,
I'm hearing what she's
no,
saying.
it's not.
It's below.
Part
I
of
think she
part
was-
of it's next year, but the other one is this month. I think it was the 15th or something like that.
Right, you do, and then April,
Yeah.
and then April.
Yeah.
But that's for
Did your
this current.
valuation change? Your
I don't know. If anything, it's gone downhill rather than uphill. It's a mobile home, and it's got some age to it, pretty heavy,
What year is it?
Oh, I don't even have a clue what year it is.
I think
bought
it may
that
be one of
second,
those
you know,
that was below.
I love my place that was on Oak Hill Road.
You should
And
be able
I
to
should
look.
have moved that, but I didn't. I left it there, sold it, got ripped off by it, and put the bought this other one.
You should be able to look in the, from what I'm understanding anyway, the electrical panel. It should list the year and the dimensions. 99% of the time so far when I've suggested that to people, they've been able to find the information in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of where it would be.
Usually in a
Shows
closet somewhere, or I think
Okay.
Right, possibly look in the closets too, and
Right.
on mine is hidden on an end wall in around the corner, so
Okay.
in there, and also under the sink in some mobile
And I'll
homes.
find
They
out
told me
what
they
the
found
area
them
is.
there.
9 times out of
All
10.
places, because nobody ever really travels there. You just put stuff under there.
Yeah.
Where your electrical mast is coming in, whatever side to,
Okay.
is going to give you a good
Look
hint.
at that area then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll give you a good hint.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it's underground. I'll have to look. Yeah, I don't pay attention to that kind of thing until I have to know the answer.
Right.
Then it's like, where the devil is that? Huh. Okay.
Did you ever get any bids for electrical work yet? Anything? Nothing.
What have you do?
Okay.
What have you decided to do about that? Because
Yeah, what about the generators?
Yeah, looking into one place right now. Just happened to find them on Google. See if they'll come in and give us some prices.
The generator connection to you at Barrington.
Yep.
They do good work. Then also, what about the mowing out front? I've had 2 people this week make comments about it. It looks worse than ever. And it does look worse than ever. So is that J&S's responsibility or?
I don't think so, because I don't think it was defined in the contract as being such. But as we go forward, we definitely can.
So could we
Well,
just?
The town's done it before, mowed out here.
Oh, that's been mowed. It's been mowed this year.
What was
The
the?
rock.
no, not where the where the
Rocks.
rocks are. But that would have to be done, I would think, with a weed whacker anyway. That couldn't be
Yeah.
done with a mower and be wrecking somebody's mower.
You think you can get Tommy, one of his guys out there with a weed whacker or a bushwhacker? to
I don't
clean
even know
it
if they
up?
got one today.
I don't know. Oh, I got one now.
You know,
Just do.
You
I know, 'cause
mentioned
I did it
generator.
one
Is
year.
that
Oh, there
the
you go.
thing that if the electricity goes off,
That's
You
it.
know,
you gotta have that
and
hitched
everything.
up for actually for
Yeah,
winter? I
they
can
need
feel
to
that
have
about
maintenance
winter.
every year at least.
Huh?
They need maintenance at least once a year, cause they're only like a big lawnmower engine with oil and.
Right, yeah, I've got one. It's out in the shed.
so since we're talking
Last year I
about
didn't
keeping the
use it.
town
Yeah,
office property looking respectable, how long before you guys start to address that
We
sign
should have somebody look at it,
out front?
but these
Not
are
this year.
built-in ones. There's
Not this year?
Right,
Or does it have to go before the town to ask them to replace?
I switched over to buying mobile homes because I wanted to drop.
Yeah,
We'll have a budget
price
for it.
Big time,
Really? Is it that big of a,
Yeah, when you're already over budget, yeah.
or you guys are over budget?
Yep.
For the town office or in the town in general?
For the town office on building maintenance.
Oh, on
Just
building
painting it,
maintenance,
just
we're
painting
over
it, put it
budget.
over.
Well, isn't there any
Really?
money anywhere?
Too early to tell.
Contingency fund or?
Too early to tell right
Too
now.
early to tell.
So apparently, Miss Sandy, we've gotta raise about $700 and get that sign fixed.
$700 for a sign?
You know,
Well, it's a vinyl side and it's all digital imaged. You don't think
Oh, wow.
that's cheap, right?
Well, no, I just don't see any use for having to spend that much money on it. Be finding something else.
Go look at it.
Yeah.
Well,
How
for
big
But it,
For $700, what type of a sign are we going
It-
to get?
it would be the same sign as what's out there now, only brand new. All brand new wood, all brand new vinyl. The digital imaging is done. So very similar to the one that they did over
They
the.
would have held the job.
You know what? I don't know that. I'd have to ask.
Garage
2
there.
years.
No, no,
We
no.
measured it,
No.
half the trailer was, half the sides were off.
But
When we
I think
went
it's.
out,
Somebody's gonna make
they
a move
got
to do
boarded
something.
up, they do a hell of it.
Well, I guess we'll just have to bust our butt because we can't get anybody else to
See
spend
what the board
$600.
thinks about that. Well, in the meantime, maybe we could get somebody to do some weed whacking.
You know, it's tough. It's like, when you're retired and you've got X amount of dollars going through.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a bugger, you know. That's a nice word to say.
Or if somebody wants to lend me a weed whacker, I'll come do it. It'll only take an
Well,
hour.
some of it needs a bushwhacker because it's no longer weeds.
Mm.
It's brush.
You mean I might get the chance to use the chainsaw? No.
I enjoy my weed whacker. It's, you know, it's not very big,
Yeah.
and it does an area about this, you know, this wide out, and I just walk along.
Mine doesn't
I got a, you know,
work.
I got a
That's
mower
what
mowing
weed
machine,
whackers
you know, then I
do.
walk.
Do any of you guys have a weed whacker?
I
No
don't,
one? No
I
one
don't.
has a weed whacker.
Oh, you
I don't know if
weed
no one
whacker.
does,
You're
but I
talking
don't.
about a thing that's like on a post and at the
Mr.
bottom.
Nutter,
of the
do you have a
circle.
weed whacker?
I've got one.
Do you have a weed whacker?
No, my son doesn't.
Do you
He
think-
does?
Do you think he would loan it to my son
To come and get rid of all those weeds on the front?
on a Saturday?
Where?
Her son will come and do the work if he can borrow the weed whacker. All out in front of the town office here, and looks like a
No.
forest.
I'm not getting rid of it, I'm not losing, I'm not sending my, kids
You don't
weed
take a
whacker
chance
either.
on it, really.
Oh yeah, his son's weed whacker is too good.
Yeah.
We gotta get somebody with a crappy weed whacker to do the town office property, I guess.
What about his son? Oh God, I might have to go home.
Oh my god. Pride in ownership, Sandy.
payroll done, that all signed.
No, I got some questions, I'll have to wait to see Jeanette.
Well, I do all
I
my
didn't see
lawn,
anything
and
in
then I
there
do
provided.
the edge.
Feel
with a
free
weed
to
whacker.
It's
check
got a
it out.
stipend there,
You have a weed
it's
whacker?
not on the
Yeah,
actual,
it's a
it's on,
penalty.
I didn't see it on the check.
I want to see. Look at you hiding the agenda.
What's
I
up
want to
with
know
you?
your hidden agenda, Paul.
It only goes out
I wanna
this
go ahead
much,
and
you know.
go through it, go
It
ahead.
goes out
I'll-
about this
I'll wait.
wide,
Maybe
you know, when you use it.
maybe tomorrow I'll sign
Okay,
it.
because you know, if it's too much,
A little bit too
you
many
know,
questions.
the plastic that's whipping the thing out, it breaks.
Ben, could I see your hidden agenda, please, for a moment?
my hidden agenda?
Yes, Paul won't let me look at
When it
his.
dies off,
Thank
then
you.
go in and put the electricity to it, and it
Yeah.
comes back a few hours later.
Mine just quit.
On ledger.
Really, completely?
It won't start.
Wow.
I will need to go to the
How old
shop.
is it?
God only knows.
Yeah,
I'll send it to the shop.
yeah.
Tommy's on his way in?
I was surprised.
No.
Yeah.
Trio
Yeah,
software
I mean-
coming expiration, expiration,
I've had this for, you know, at least
10/31.
3 or 4 years.
they all expire, so.
Really?
So what do you have to
Yeah.
do?
Sure, we just gotta pay a bill, but, just renew it. Good to know.
It seems to be a pain, that program.
Oh boy, Sandy. 600 and something bucks
For what?
to replace that sign. I can't, how much was it, Ben? 670 or something like that?
Something like that.
Do you want us to raise some money for it, Ben?
You know we can.
We're kids 15.
She's not gonna tell you what you did, they're not gonna tell you what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, if
At
it
work.
does, then we'd have the money. I got nothing in the budget right now, cause we're
Okay.
over budget
But-
on painting and
Okay.
stuff.
If we come, Sandy and I maybe get somebody else to join us to come in as the replace the town hall
convince one of
sign committee girls.
Gotta convince one of them. I'm okay with it, and then you gotta get another vote.
Okay.
Well,
What?
if we raise the money to replace that sign, will you let us do that? If
What
we
sign?
The town office sign that looks like crap in the front of our town office. We're not asking you for money if we raise the money, donations.
Jump the answer. There is no answer.
People are paying taxes right now. Why, burden them with more money?
Why burden who? We're asking.
People.
We're-
You can ask people.
Yeah.
It's only a small fraction.
If they say no, do you think we're gonna beat them over the head with a stick?
Well,
And it's only a small fraction of the people that would be
And
donating.
yeah, exactly.
Trust me, there were only about 10 people that made donations over $25, and then there were several, probably another 20 or 30 people that donated $1, and every dollar adds up,
That's right, it all adds up.
and it looks beautiful down at that Blaisdell Corner station.
Wherever you travel, when you enter a town, there's always a sign, a well-done
Welcome
sign.
to, yeah.
Welcome to.
Right.
We have welcome to Maine and miles.
Buckle your seatbelts.
Yeah, you're in for a ride.
or we're gonna arrest
And then we
you.
have miles and miles of used cars.
Yeah.
Very distressing. Because there's no community pride. And what there is only little limited amount of people.
Wow.
Anyway, you didn't answer us. If we raise the money to replace that sign,
whatever you want.
Thank you.
you are so amazing.
Now,
Thank you so much.
He's rubbing his forehead even, tells you something. Oh.
Well, you ask him, because he'll just tell me no comment.
Royce. You're sitting next to you because you don't approve of it. Royce, this is serious.
Whoops,
You give permission
Get over there,
to us to to try and attempt to raise the money to repaint the sign or replace the sign, one or the other.
No comment.
I knew it. I told you, Sandy.
Tonight.
Why do you have no comment?
No comment.
A wonderful phrase.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So as
Thank
long
you.
as the money's raised, then what happens after that point? Then somebody is,
They already have the estimate for the signs,
okay.
so we already know how much it
They
is.
just need, the money to make it happen. Okay, that's
Yep.
not too bad.
So Sandy and I will
Okay.
make it
Oh,
happen.
yeah.
I got
take us
something I
along.
need to talk
Okay.
about.
Oh, Sandy.
Do you guys know anything about one of our employees up to the transfer station hitting 36 hours week after week after week after week? Are we taking him full time that I don't know about?
What's your week after week after week?
Been 3-4 weeks in a row right now.
Yeah,
been
it's,
following.
cause Ronnie, got hurt. So,
Needed to fill in. He had to add time.
But it's the same one every time. So we start doing this too often.
no, it won't happen. Ronnie will be back on his feet next week.
Okay.
Yeah, he's coming.
I know about it.
I don't know
so-
who's running up there, I guess. That was never communicated up here either. Who's in charge there then if Ronnie's not in there?
Bobby, well, Ronnie does it from his house, but Bobby's,
Okay.
he's on the site.
Just concerned with, it's the same person here, about definitely 3 weeks, possibly 4 in a
Yeah.
row. Other than that, I got no objections to payroll. You signed it
How
already.
much over is this person running that according to our rule?
2 hours.
2 or 1?
35 puts you full time, so 34 is where he needs to be. He's at 36.
Okay.
So how many weeks before in a year's time he gets considered
Nothing's
to
gonna
be
happen.
full time?
Everything's working fine.
Depends on who you ask.
No, it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop. He's gonna, he's, it's all set that he's gonna stop very shortly, very shortly.
Hmm.
So it's not really a problem. Thank God. And the creeks don't rise.
There you go. Good Lord willing. That's
We're
right.
talking about
Right,
at-
you didn't
on the
introduce
transfer
yourself.
station. Royce, pay attention.
Moulton?
Down in Moulton.
Yeah, I live on Jim Grant Road.
Okay.
Did we agree or disagree on moving people from the highway to the transfer station like we used to?
You shouldn't be doing
I
that.
never had a problem with it.
Me
you?
either, but
What's
Shouldn't be
going
doing
on?
that unless they're on the payroll for such.
I missed, what was that all about? I missed it.
Listen, pay attention. Shh.
So tell me, I was talking back here, we were.
Oh, you were.
I know I said a whole
Let's
sentence
get
and lost
over
it
here
all.
and do it.
That's okay.
Conversation was about having one individual from highway jumping them over to fill in other departments, you know, when they're needed.
Right, yeah.
That was the question.
Okay, thank you.
We've been doing that for
Yeah.
years.
Not a big deal.
I feel emotion coming on.
Gosh. Oh, soon it's gonna be snow.
That's okay.
Ay, ay, ay. The older I get, the more I dread the snow. And I have somebody that comes through, you know, they come in and they plow, but it's like taking it off the roof and all kinds of fun stuff that they don't do. Use a big rake and put it upside down and pull. Funny. I think the law is like 60 feet back.
So that takes care of that
Wow.
personnel, right?
What a pain in the butt that makes.
For now, when do you want to reschedule it?
I don't know, wait about 2 more weeks.
I'll give you one.
Well, I won't,
We need to go through it as soon as possible, but
maybe by next Friday I'll be able to read. That's what I'm getting at. I
Yeah.
want to read it.
I understand.
What's on the agenda next?
Somebody coming in for abatement request.
Okay.
From Old Ledge Road up off of Hubbard Road.
Would you say Old Legs Road?
Ledge.
Ledge Road. Okay. Like, what the heck is that? Old Ledge
Royce,
Road.
give them a little history why they call it Ledge Road.
Why is it called Ledge Road?
Cause they used to mine slate up in there,
Oh, really?
and that was a road that they used to get in and out of.
Hmm.
Well, that's interesting. How long ago was that, Royce?
All I know is that's history I heard, and I couldn't tell you exact years.
That's really interesting.
It is. Do you know when it was? You've seen all the town reports. I would imagine they would have seen like maybe something that told when they did that. That's interesting, don't you think?
Yeah.
In one of the history books, there's Golding Road
Uh-huh.
and Silver Mines.
They had silver
Yeah,
mines
yeah,
up
yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah.
You learn something new every day. Silver mines, huh?
Mhm.
That's amazing.
I said slate.
No, they were talking about, he said silver mines on Godding Road.
Golding Road is
Oh, yeah.
Silver Mine.
What's the name of that place that's like the big gigantic rock?
Gully Oven.
Gully Oven. Yeah, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat to go in with a few people.
Yeah, they
But
cleaned
it's
that
a little
up. You ought
spooky in there, you
you
know?
ought to go visit it. It looks nice now.
Does it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did
they
you
just,
send Joe a letter?
the Conservation Commission just redid that whole thing. It's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, did a nice
Great.
job.
I didn't get around to it.
And the what's that club? They gave the money. Yeah.
Historical Society.
Sir, yeah.
Who's in that now? Anybody know?
Who knows? Who are the, well, we know one lady. She come in just recently, right?
Nancy Lyman.
Nancy
Oh,
Wyman.
she's
right?
nice.
Have you had a chance to go look at 1692 Carl Brogy? Ken Gagnon's place at all? He was there the other day, but I was on a mission. I had to get to the bank before they closed, so I couldn't stop. But you gotta go look at that place too.
Yeah, we went there. That's,
No,
Out on 202.
yeah,
we haven't been there yet. That's my grandmother's old place.
yeah.
Go if you'd like.
Well, I'm gonna swing through at some point just to take a look.
They've they brought the place up from people not living in it for the last 5 years, I believe, maybe longer. Maybe, and it was renters, and just before that, so it was in pretty rough shape. It's got a couple of issues right now.
I see some pictures online when it was up for sale, so I got pictures of the outside, but
It's got,
I can't see the back. I didn't see
he's told me about a foundation issue that needs to be addressed on it and stuff like that. In fact, actually, I wanna ask and make sure there's not a problem with CEO on it.
Yeah.
I think it's all under control from what I've been told, but I just wanna make sure.
I don't think he's been over there.
I wanna see for sure. And only because it was quite a while, there was nobody there. And
Sure.
And the last ones that were there were.
Fieldstone Foundation probably, or
I think, yes.
old enough to be. Sandy.
3 weeks ago, the code enforcement officer and Chief Meehan and I think the state policeman visited Varney Street. What was the outcome of that? Was there any resolution? What's going to be done with that property?
They're still working on it.
They're still working on it? Okay.
Any word on the trash removal off of Hubbard Road?
I haven't heard anything as far as an update yet. No.
And did animal control go in there to look for him? Did they find any,
Just goldfish.
just goldfish? Okay.
Goldfish where?
They were
Inside
removed.
the house.
Oh,
They were removed.
Poor things, can you imagine?
But nothing was done about the,
All I know is there was a tape put across the door. You know, so they had basically followed through, obviously, with a legal
Okay.
condemnation, but nobody was to go inside because
Okay.
of the condition.
okay,
Other than that, I haven't got any update at all.
okay.
Would they own a place there and they just left? Is that what happened? Couldn't afford it, apparently, or whatever, you know.
There's some other issues there.
Yeah,
We'll probably turn
sounds
into
like it.
legal issues, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say too much more about
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know how many people are in town now, by any chance, an
it.
approximate?
Census is going on right now. I know I got the paperwork this spring on it and passed it to Mandy because she had more information on that stuff.
Did you
but
get
my
some-
guess
oh.
is 7,000.
Really,
Would be
yeah.
probably a pretty good guess, easily.
You're doing a census?
I didn't get anything about a census. You got census? Did you
I
get
did as
census
chairman of the board of
paper?
selectmen, not a.
Oh, so they haven't, because it'll probably be next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
2016.
Yeah, I think so, 16.
Yeah, I was surprised how it went up.
Hmm.
Yeah, like boom,
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah. Shouldn't be. If we look around, we go outside this
I
town,
know.
we shouldn't be
I
surprised.
know.
Yeah.
We're prime because of no rules, no,
Yeah.
low tax rate. You're gonna swell like crazy because why shouldn't people come here?
Right? And that's what I keep telling people. You can't say the town always did this or
Stick
the
our
town
head-
will never do
we'll
that
stick our head in the
because
sand and we'll
Yeah.
get kicked in the butt. We'll get kicked in the
exactly,
butt, and we'll
and
get
you
kicked in the
have
butt.
double the
Just like
people
the
now
town's
than you
always
did
done.
20 years ago. So
Yeah, that's what happened all the time.
yeah, you guys better get ready because people are gonna.
And you know,
Pay
the more
attention.
people there are from away, they're going to demand more services and the town's gonna need more services because of the population growth.
Well, we're all getting old enough that we don't have to worry about it for 20 years from now.
Yeah, but then.
I don't think it's gonna happen 20 years from now. I think it's
I
already
think
starting to
that
happen.
Yeah, oh, it is definitely starting already.
Yeah.
No two ways about it.
Besides that, I'm gonna be here in 20 years. I don't know what you're gonna be, but.
I won't be in 20 years.
Mm.
No, I have no comment.
You too.
Why I still got this in my lap? I'm just too tired to put it down, I guess.
Did you find my minutes, Ben?
I did. A couple of them are corrected.
Okay, are you done with them yet?
A couple of them.
Because I'll get them back to you.
Yeah, so what's happening as per this particular meeting, today's meeting for minutes?
I'm not taking them, at least I haven't.
I didn't
No
ask you if
comment.
you were.
Well, you
I
asked
just
what's going
asked
on,
you-
I give you my opinion, my side of it.
Well, I'm asking you
If
now
you wanna look
as
at
the
those.
chairman, what's going to happen now as for the minutes? They're not going, people aren't gonna be able to come here in 3 years and check your decisions because it's gonna be no record of anything you made. So just like you guys are now trying to go back and find stuff on these roads that have been discontinued, now in 5 years, anything that you guys have done, there's gonna be no record of it? Is that basically what the consensus is as far as the minutes?
If there's no minutes, that would be what it is.
That's right.
I don't find that
You said that in
humorous.
one breath.
I'm really good. I'm telling you. I don't really find that humorous, fellas. Do you?
Don't bother me.
Don't bother you.
I find it
think it's just
frustrating.
called, that's
I
like,
find it very frustrating, Ben.
there's a lot of things in this town. It's a big area,
Hmm.
and there aren't enough people that can pitch in.
It doesn't have anything to do with this issue. Nothing at all. There's 3 people, one of the 3 who are supposed to be taking the minutes of the meeting and is not. It has nothing to do with how many people are out there.
I didn't think it was the people here. I thought there was somebody that comes in and does that.
You thought wrong.
One of these,
Yeah,
well, he's been busy over here,
yeah,
writing.
yeah.
He's busy on the other side.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Are you running for selectman and don't want to take the minutes? Is that what it is?
No, I don't want to run. Come drive.
Hmm.
I don't mind helping, but I don't want to have to.
Oh, I got worse news for this person.
Oh, that's exciting.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna sit back and listen.
So, Paul, when you just said that that didn't bother you, you know how you keep going back and trying to find, what is it, the 1938 or 39?
39.
Right, you know how you keep going back there and you can't find it, and so you can't get the answer to that question? In 10 years, people that are trying to get the answer to the question are going to have no record of what you did, and you don't think that you guys owe that to future governments of this town to take a competent minutes of this meeting so that they know what you did and they can figure it out? You don't think that that's important after you've been searching all this time for the 1939 book?
You don't expect him to answer that. He's a busy boy. Look
No,
at him
he is
walking.
very, very honest with me. He and I have a pretty good rapport. Paul,
Testing you on your
What?
training.
ask your question.
What's the question?
You've been going back looking for those 1939
Yes, I
books.
found them.
Okay, you did? You
Mhm.
found all of the ones that
Out
were
of
made?
39.
Is this,
There's 2 books that are
Right.
here.
And you're missing one still, correct? Or do you have 2 for 1939? You have them both? So you know the answer
Ben
to...
looked at them.
Yeah, so now you guys know the answer. No.
Yeah.
You know the answer to that about the roads?
They're not living there, they can't have it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're right, right?
Oh, well, that's... I'll ask him then. Thank you. That's awesome you found them.
Excellent.
Excuse me, Ben. Paul said that you guys found the missing books. Well, he just told me that you did.
No, I said, we found 2,
Right.
and there might be a third one.
Oh, so you missed,
Oh, I found one I know of. There's 2 halves.
right,
That
2
I know of.
halves,
Yeah, there's one that we
But
found.
there's nothing about the closing.
the road closing.
You're right. It'd be the first part of the year, not the second
And
half.
so you think it's in the second half? Yeah, so that's what I was talking to you about. Now you can't find the second half, so isn't that frustrating not knowing?
No, we gotta let you do it, hon. Then there won't be any frustration, right?
Isn't it frustrating not knowing what to do about that road because you don't know what the decision was in that
What happened in
1939?
39,
I'm gonna pass
that's
that
what's
in.
happening now.
Right?
And I think Ben got a hold of the lawyer and
You got
we're all
questions,
right.
you said? It's got 2
Yeah.
signatures.
So
Yeah.
you don't mind
Yeah,
that
oh, that's fine.
those minutes are missing? That book is missing?
It's not in the minutes, it's in the town report.
Right, but where do you think they get the information for the town report?
It's not
She
white.
ever give me
Town
that
meeting.
information I asked for?
What'd you ask
The decisions that are made by the board
for? I didn't clean this table.
have to come from the minutes. Otherwise, there's no record of them,
Yeah.
correct?
Nice.
I don't know where you're going with this, but
I'm asking you just a question. It's important to me to find out why you are so against minutes
I
in
know
the
what
meeting.
you're asking me, I'm just,
Right, okay, but I just wanna know why you're against
Jeez. Chill out.
recording that,
Gosh.
Paul,
Okay.
apparently.
Write down Grammy's old house out.
There you go.
Did you decide I didn't deserve an answer to that?
what?
'Cause we were having a conversation.
You were, I wasn't.
No, you were talking back to me. It was back and forth. That equals conversation. Correct?
Well, the one recourse, and we could probably make that more public, I don't know how, that we do have tapes of all these meetings.
Yeah,
And so that's the only record.
I guess we'll,
Within the few that were done, the few minutes that were done
So we got the
in
calendar, you got
August
the
and
calendar.
September,
Calendar.
which haven't been posted yet.
Looking for
There's
it.
only one on the town
And
website.
and we still don't have the June through August that Royce supposedly did that never got
Today's the
turned
5th.
in.
And I don't know how you address that.
Union negotiations coming in on the 15th. Okay.
Okay. And
So,
what's
when would you like to review the personnel policy? Proposed personnel policy?
I don't know.
What the heck is this?
Who knows?
Oh, general government's gonna take some time.
It's on Monday night, Monday.
Yeah, I thought there was more than just that though.
It was. Nope, there's nobody's.
Stumbled across that, sorry. All my paperwork.
No, we left that because that was quite a big issue.
Here it is. What day was that again?
Uh,
Oh, Lebanon
the
Festival's at 6.
19th.
Yeah, Lebanon Festival's at 6.
Okay. You must not have given that to me on the
That's
list.
on the list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there anything else I missed there?
I'll let you know when I find it.
Okay.
Amen.
Gee, I can actually miss something. Isn't that something? Imagine that.
And we didn't even complain about it either.
That's a Monday.
But you didn't hear it that time.
No, I did.
Don't ever think I don't hear it.
Okay, so 6 o'clock. Then we got another one, planning board for 7.
She went for 7.
That's not my right neither.
That's not us. I don't know why it's on there. That's not one that we need to attend.
Okay.
I don't know why it's put on our calendar.
Me either.
Because they're gonna be at the library. What's it say on the planning board? Something in parentheses.
Foyer.
Oh, because they meet here. That's why. Okay. Nothing for us though.
Nothing written for us, put it that way.
I think the library wasn't available that night.
I think so.
Yeah, that was what it was.
Don't remember if that was just that one night or if it was
That's all they asked for, was that one night. But
Okay. That steel trap of yours, I wanted to ask.
I'm telling you, I don't miss a thing. She's telling me I didn't hear. Oh, I hear everything.
Steel trap still gets rusty once in a while.
Yeah, well, and Sandy whacks me upside the head with an oil can and I'm all better.
Yeah. This has to do with the 1 ton that backed into the Blaisdell station, Station 2,
Oh, gee.
Long time ago.
back in
Yeah, a
February.
long time ago.
When is animal control going to be available?
I hope that's something that says that's all settled out finally.
Yep.
Good.
Choice.
Thank you.
You ready to make that motion, aren't you? I can see it in your face.
Cemetery could be a long conversation, that budget. Conservation shouldn't be bad. Dispatch general. Oh yeah, I could try seeing here. 6:30. Your calendar,
It will begin.
6:30 on the 15th.
So I'll call Chuck Kelly.
That would be executive session.
See if he'll give it to me cheap and then he'll give it to these thugs.
Same design and over.
Same exact thing.
Okay.
On the chart behind you, there is
What you looking for?
one for union negotiations. 4, 5,
Labor.
6, 8. Yep. 3.
4, 5, 6, D.
D.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's after 6, Ben. One motion.
Oh, I got a cell phone number for the person, so let me see if I can call them in a second here.
Well, you don't give them about 2 minutes time, huh, to get their butts in here.
Oh, that's for the abatement.
Well, that's good news.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'm
Yep.
gonna make it just a copy of this
Yep.
for me too.